U.S. states impossible to invade. What if I told you that invading certain U.S. states is nearly impossible? Picture this: vast landscapes, extreme climates, impenetrable military bases, and rugged terrains that would challenge even the most formidable armies. The United States as a whole is a tough nut to crack, but some states stand out as true fortresses on their own. Curious to find out which states are the hardest to invade? Stay tuned as we reveal the U.S. states that are virtually impenetrable. But before we dive in, don't forget to smash that subscribe button, hit the like, and share this video with your friends who are obsessed with military tactics and survival strategies. 1. Alaska, the frozen fortress. First up, Alaska. If you think the harsh winters are the only reason Alaska is tough to invade, think again. Alaska's remote location in the far northwest of North America makes it a logistical nightmare for any invading force. Imagine trying to move troops across miles of icy tundra, towering mountains, and vast, uninhabited wilderness. It's not just the land that's difficult. Alaska's extreme cold has reached temperatures as low as 80 degrees Celsius in Prospect Creek. An army would struggle just to survive, let alone fight. And let's not forget the military presence. With over 20,000 active duty service members and several strategically placed military bases, including the critical missile defense systems at Fort Greely, Alaska is more than capable of defending itself. Even if an invading force somehow manages to break through the natural barriers, they'll face well-prepared military defenses, making Alaska one of the most impossible U.S. states to invade. 2. Texas, a military powerhouse. Everything's bigger in Texas, including its defenses. With 107,000 active military personnel spread across over a dozen bases, Texas is a force to be reckoned with. But it's not just the sheer number of troops that makes Texas impenetrable. Its massive size, over 268,000 square miles, means that any invading force would have to spread its resources thin just to cover the ground. And let's talk about terrain. From the deserts of West Texas to the forests in the east and the rivers that form natural barriers along the borders, Texas offers diverse environments that are difficult for invaders to navigate. Plus, with cities like San Antonio and Fort Worth boasting major military bases, including Fort Hood, the largest active-duty armored post in the U.S., Texas is ready to defend its borders at any moment. An invasion of Texas wouldn't just be a battle against a well-equipped military. It would be a fight against the state's natural defenses and its fiercely independent residents. Good luck to any force brave enough to try. 3. Hawaii, the Pacific stronghold. Isolated in the middle of the Pacific Ocean, Hawaii's location alone makes it incredibly hard to invade. With over 2,000 miles separating it from the U.S. mainland, any invading force would have to cross vast stretches of open ocean just to reach its shores. But that's not all. Hawaii is home to Pearl Harbor, one of the most heavily fortified naval bases in the world. The U.S. Pacific Fleet stationed here is equipped with everything from aircraft carriers to submarines, making it nearly impossible for any invading force to make it past the island's formidable defenses. The surrounding waters are also patrolled by U.S. Navy ships, ensuring that any approach by sea is met with overwhelming force. And if that wasn't enough, Hawaii's volcanic terrain, thick jungles, and towering mountains would make it difficult for ground troops to gain a foothold. With natural and military defenses working in harmony, Hawaii stands as an impenetrable stronghold. 4. Virginia, the heart of U.S. military operations. Virginia might not have the rugged, isolated terrain of Alaska or Hawaii, but what it lacks in geography, it more than makes up for with military power. Virginia is home to the Pentagon, the nerve center of the U.S. military, and the largest naval base in the world at Norfolk. This alone makes Virginia one of the hardest states to invade. But it's not just the military installations that make Virginia tough. The Appalachian Mountains provide a natural barrier to the west, and the dense forests in the Shenandoah Valley make troop movements difficult. With 16 interstate highways crisscrossing the state, Virginia can quickly mobilize troops and equipment to any hotspot, making an invasion next to impossible. With its critical military infrastructure and strategic location, Virginia is more than ready to defend itself against any threat. 5. California, the Western Fortress. With a coastline stretching over 800 miles, you might think California would be an easy target. But don't be fooled by its sunny beaches. California is home to the largest number of military bases in the U.S. The state's military might is concentrated in San Diego, where massive naval and marine bases are ready to defend the Pacific coast. California's diverse geography also works in its favor. From the deserts of Death Valley to the towering peaks of the Sierra Nevada, invading forces would struggle to traverse the state's varied terrain. The sprawling urban centers of Los Angeles and San Francisco are protected by a network of highways and military installations, allowing rapid troop deployment. 6. Colorado, the mountain stronghold. Colorado might not have a coastline, but what it does have are mountains, lots of them. The Rocky Mountains provide a natural fortress that would be almost impossible for invading forces to cross. With narrow passes and steep cliffs, the Rockies are a nightmare for any military campaign. And then there's NORAD, the North American Aerospace Defense Command, located deep within Cheyenne Mountain. This high-tech facility is designed to monitor and defend the airspace over the U.S. and Canada. If an invasion were ever attempted, NORAD would be the first line of defense, detecting and neutralizing threats before they even reached Colorado's borders. With its natural defenses and cutting-edge military installations, Colorado is one state that would be nearly impossible to conquer. 7. Florida, a coastal fortress. While Florida may seem vulnerable with its long coastlines, it is home to some of the most important military installations in the U.S., including the Naval Air Station in Pensacola and the U.S. Southern Command. Any attempt to invade Florida would have to contend with these defenses, as well as the state's dense swamps and unpredictable weather. Florida's military readiness, combined with its strategic location as a gateway to the Caribbean and Latin America, makes it a vital asset in national defense. The state is always prepared for threats from the sea, and its interconnected highway system ensures that reinforcements can arrive quickly. 8. Arizona, the desert stronghold. Last but not least, Arizona. While it may not have the military presence of states like Texas or California, Arizona's geography makes it a tough target for any invading force. The state's vast deserts provide little cover, and the scorching heat would take a toll on any troops trying to advance across the open landscape. Arizona is also home to several key military installations. The state's proximity to Mexico means that it serves as a crucial defense point for the southern U.S. border. So there you have it, the U.S. states that are nearly impossible to invade. From the icy tundras of Alaska to the scorching deserts of Arizona, each of these states presents unique challenges that would deter even the most determined invaders. What do you think? Did your state make the list? Let me know in the comments. And if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to smash that subscribe button like Texas would smash any invading army. Hit the like button, share this with your friends, and stay tuned for more awesome content. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.